at what happens when you try and actually use visualizations with touch and how that works. So this is looking at vislinks and putting it on a table. Vislinks is a complex visualization environment. In fact, maybe at this point I think here we can actually show where you can actually float more than one visualization on a table. They're semi-transparent. You can still see them. But if you've got touch, you've got a problem of how are you going to actually interact with this. And let's see if we can go. I think that probably we'll just have a look at this last one. So here we have what they call the riso. This is like a mouse. It's a pentagram, so you can touch it and then somewhere in the middle to position it. But as you can see here, it's a zoom tool in the center. So you can actually see very precisely where you're picking and move it around. And there is one of these risos per plane. So when you touch a plane, you can get the riso that attaches to that plane, and it will slide on that particular plane. More recently, we've been looking at putting visualizations on, phones and pads and looking at the kinds of changes. So this was actually just this year, looking at what happens if you put stream graphs, which are a really popular visualization on the web, what kinds of changes you have to make to actually make them usable if you want them on your pad, on your iPad. You have a small space and what you have to do. And we ended up with, you can see at the bottom, hierarchical stream flows as well as some touch tools to help you interact. Interaction. So those are kind of all in sort of presentation space, like what you look at, how you try and figure it depending on the screen